Okay, we're here in Clovis, California, and we have a homeowner that has reported water that's coming out of his shower area. They had a home warranty company come out, and they cut a hole in the next room over about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet off the wall. They located an 1.5-inch line and some copper lines. Those are pipes that actually go over to the sink upstairs. So we measured it out, made a calculated guess, and from the next room over, which is the downstairs bathroom, we cut a little hole in here, and you can see there's where the shower's at. So what happens here is these up above here, the ceiling joists actually run this way to carry the upstairs, but they also stick out about another 12 to 18 inches beyond the home, beyond this exterior wall right here. And it's cantilevered, so the upstairs wall is not in line with the downstairs wall. That's all. So water is pouring out the upstairs wall, which is not in line with this wall, like I say, 12 to 18 inches out. So tons of water. You run it for about 5-10 minutes and you get a lot of water out there. Looking up here, you can see there's the drain. It's got the threads up in there, so it looks like an old iron pipe drain. And then it's got a male ABS adapter that screws into it, and then it comes down glued in. You got the P-trap, and it's hard to see everything in there, but you got the trap there, and then it comes back up, and that arm actually sneaks through and follows this wall into the next room. So it heads to the left and goes into the laundry room. And along the way there is where you would see, if you went into the next room, you can see where the 1.5-inch line goes up to the sink upstairs and the hot and the cold water line. But there's no water up here whatsoever. There's no water on the sheetrock. There's no water on the plumbing. There's no water on the 3/4 plywood floor upstairs. No water on the ceiling joist. Everything is absolutely dry. So something is going on. I mean, you could certainly go to the next room and go close to the wall and start cutting out and exposing all of the plumbing in there. But all of that plumbing has not created any water damage on the ceiling on the interior here. Nothing in the ceiling, nothing on the walls. The only water is, like I say, 18 inches out. So we don't think you have a plumbing problem. We think you have a problem with the pan. We'll take a video in the next room real quick so we can show you what else is going on. So we're still in Clovis, California, and we're out here in the great room. So if you look at the corner of the wall here, on the opposite side of this wall is the bathroom, and then up in the ceiling right in the corner, that's where we found the shower trap. So literally, it's like sitting right on top of this wall and right in the corner, but no water. And then up in here, someone came out, home services, home warranty, whatever, and take a look at this, and they found some plumbing, but this is not the shower. This here goes to the sink upstairs. So that's an 1.5-inch line. Shower's 2-inch, and then you got the hot and cold lines. The other line is, you might be able to hear it, it's up above the sheetrock, and then you can see the exposed copper line right there. So hot and cold water, 1.5-inch line to the sink, so it has nothing to do with any of the damage. Out here in this room, there is no saturation in the ceiling. You'd see it. If there was something going on up there and it was pooling up, the way that water's running out, it would sit up here and eventually the paint would bubble and then pop through and it'd be draining down on the floor. As I said in the previous video, there's no water over there. This arm is going to run right along that 2-inch line, right along this wall. At some point, it's got to drop down. It's got to go down to the floor because that's where the sewer line drains to. So you certainly could open up this ceiling, starting in the corner, open it up, and the only thing you're going to find is more sewer pipe to where it 90s down into the wall, run some more water, and if everything stays dry, the repair is not a sewer repair. It doesn't require any external demo. No stucco needs to come out for that. You would need to have someone come out and inspect the shower pan upstairs. That's a different repair. You don't repair a shower pan from underneath. So that's the only thing you can do is come back out here, open this up, and you can get with the homeowner and take a look at it. You can see what we did in the bathroom. It's not a big demo, but you begin to cut back. Stay an inch or so away from the wall. It's easier to do repairs, at least from a drywall guy point of view. Stay about an inch back, and then cut a big enough hole to where you can view the piping. It's going to be a 2-inch line, and I imagine probably right about in that area. you're going to see a 2 by 2 by 1.5 inch combination fitting, or that pipe may come up separately for the lab down the wall. But somewhere along the way, you're going to see it with that open and the plumbing and the shower valve running. If everything in the piping stays dry, you have a shower pan problem. There's a chance you have a problem with the copper or the valve upstairs, but this water sits in the room about 3 feet. And if you go back in this bathroom and look straight up, hot and cold water is on the interior wall, about 3 feet away from exterior, and there's no water damage. So it's hard to justify any copper line leaking, any sewer line leaking. If you want to confirm that it's not the sewer line, open this up right here and you'll be able to tell right away. And then outside of that, at this point, we believe it's a shower pan, needs to be replaced, which means new tile, everything up there. And any questions, give us a call. We're glad to come back out and have a conversation with whoever we need to. Outside of that, we are done.